Welcome to Technosis. This is my Razer story. Now, before we get into the story, I want to tell you why I'm making this video, why I bought this laptop, and then we get into what happened. So I bought this laptop to actually experience and make videos on this channel about how you can edit on laptop, and when you're a video creator like I am, how actually when you go with Windows or what Razer was offering with the Razer Blade, it's going to be super awesome in terms of what you get for your money. You get loads of specs. It's going to be much faster editing on Premiere Pro and Adobe products, things like that. So I had planned like quite a few videos, but obviously this is not happening now after you hear the story. But Razer, if you're watching this, I'm still gonna give you a benefit of the doubt. Hook me up in the email below and I'd still love to review that laptop. But for the other people who are thinking about Razer, this is what happened. And I'd like to see how Razer makes up for this, or if this happens to some other people, you know, I'd like to know what Razer is gonna do about it. But also people who are thinking about Razer products, you know, that's what you can expect. So this is completely honest with Razer. Sorry if I'm checking some of the dates and things. I wrote everything down here. I'm doing this video second time because I realized the first time it was a bit all over the place. So I wrote it all down, different dates, what happened. So if I'm looking down there, it's just because I'm checking my notes. I bought the Razer laptop on 14th of May, according to the actual purchase, but the time on the website was different than my local time. It was UK time, and I actually bought it on 13th of May around 8 o'clock UK time, but on the actual purchase order, it went through on 14th, which I've got no problem. But the good thing was that I received the laptop on 15th of May around 12 o'clock, something like that, which is very fast delivery, you know, according to the system, 1 day delivery. I did choose the express delivery. Now, opened the laptop on the 16th of May. As soon as I opened the laptop, I realized that there was a few things wrong with the laptop. First of all, some of the actual, from the outside looks, something was wrong. So the screen, when you turn the screen on, when you have something black showing on the screen, for example, if you're working with video editing and you have a black screen, there was a lot of clouding on all sides of the screen. As you can see on some of the B-roll over here, there was clouding straight away on the screen, which made me think, whoa, what's going on here? Second of all, the lid did not properly close. Sometimes you close the lid and the lid bounces back up, leaving like a centimeter or 2 centimeter gap on the between the lid and the keyboard, which means the laptop is constantly on and it's not actually going to sleep. It can happen even when you're putting it vertically. So I don't know what was wrong over there. Also, what I noticed is that the screen was bent straight out of the box. You can see that both sides of the screen are touching the actual keyboard, but in the middle, there's like a little curve and there's like a gap in between, and it was bent straight out of the box. And then the last thing that I noticed that was one of the biggest things was that the graphics card, when I'm using the laptop and putting it through things that the graphics card should do, like editing or rendering, often the graphics card kicks in and the CUDA calls, you know, to make the editing faster, but the graphics card never actually kicked in. The graphics card only was maximum around 10% and the editing was so slow. And when I did some of the user benchmarks or tried to actually benchmark my laptop, they didn't find the actual graphics card on the laptop. So somehow something was wrong. The graphics card didn't properly engage. And
however, when I was testing out the Razer Blade 15, the graphics card, the reason why you go over to PC Land, because you want that NVIDIA graphics processing power, right, for all of your video work. The GTX 1070 just wasn't being utilized to its fullest potential. If you monitored its performance, it would never go above like 11%, even when I was exporting super graphics heavy stuff out of Premiere. After doing all of the troubleshooting, trust me, I tried everything. I eventually sent it into Razer, and their fix, they had to replace the entire motherboard.
So these problems were since opening the box, as well as this problem that the laptop started crashing big time. So on 17th of May, which was 2 days after I received the laptop, I was editing because I wanted to make a video where I completely transform my whole workload onto a laptop and try to work full week without even touching the full PC. Just wanted to see if I can do this. But on the 17th of May, 2 days later, while editing, In the 3 hours that I did, the laptop crashed 11 times. Windows blue screen of death, and you can do nothing, restarts it. Sometimes I lost my workflow, I had to re-edit stuff, and I thought, okay, this is a little bit suspicious, something's wrong here. 19th of May, I contact Razer support and asking what's wrong. The guy who was there, who was online chatting, he said, the Razer support guy said that, oh, we just had someone with a similar issue in. They recommended I contact NVIDIA and they sort some drivers out. I thought, okay, maybe this is what you have to do. So I went to NVIDIA. But before I did, Razer also suggested that I reset the PC, which I did twice. The errors still occurred. Sometimes I would just leave the laptop and it would actually crash itself, and I'd come back and it's restarted itself, and I can see it's crashed without even doing anything. Spent 2 days with NVIDIA chatting backwards, forwards, driving all sorts of different drivers, deinstalling everything, installing backup, installing drivers, the right drivers. Still, the problem was still the same. GPU never kicked in really, and it still kept crashing, so it wasn't about the drivers. On 21st of May, I contacted the Razer support and said, look, I'm sure there's something wrong with the laptop and I want a replacement, please. Or can we do the replacement? I filled in all the details, and after filled it in, they said that, okay, in 24 to 48 hours, you are going to hear from us via email about the replacement. I also mentioned that I need the laptop for work, and what am I going to do until my laptop is getting replaced? They said that we're going to sort your replacement laptop out as well. On 24th of May, that is over 62 hours later now, I messaged them and said, look, what's up? Like, why haven't I heard from you? I was supposed to latest hear from you in 48 hours. I still haven't heard from you. Like, what's happening with my replacement order? They said that, I'm quoting it now, we are currently coordinating with the higher level of the possible resolution on this matter before proceeding to replacement. And then said, quoting them now, we would like to know what are the error messages when BSOD occurs, so blue screen of death occurs. So basically, they hadn't proceeded with my replacement order, and they promised a replacement laptop, which obviously I still never got. So then I got a little bit upset. What's happening? Why haven't they proceeded with my order when they promised they have, but they hadn't? Anyway, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. Then on 24th, I said, look, I'd like to get a refund. Like, I can't deal with this replacement thing. If you haven't proceeded with the thing, I don't know when you're gonna be. So I'd like to get a replacement refund, because I thought I'm still in the 14 days. They might just drag it out over the 14 days when I can't get my refund. So I said, I like a refund. Whereas then they said, oh, sorry, there's some processes and orders that we have to go through in order for you to get the refund. I said, that's no problem. I'm still in the 14 days. I'd still like to proceed with the refund. After that, they said, all right, Lauri, I will forward this case to a relevant team to process your request. Then now I'm quoting again. They said, please expect an email from the refund team for further information and instructions within 24 to 48 hours. On 27th of May at 3 o'clock, which is 75 hours later, I asked Razer, why haven't I heard from them? And they said they can't do nothing about it. I just have to wait till I hear from them, but they'll send a reminder to the right team, kind of nudging them, saying you need to get in contact. Then on the 27th of May, the same day later, a few hours later, I got a confirmation of refund and shipping labels. Now on the shipping label, I realized that they have marked the carriage value for 250 euros, and I can't change that. This is the package value, whereas actually the laptop is worth 1,500 pounds, which is like 1,700 and around there euros, which is odd, If something happens with it, I'm gonna get only 250 pounds back, but it's there, this is, I thought this was dodgy. On the website, they say that you can expect the refund within 48 days receipt of the returned product. So after you've returned the product, 48 days, you can expect the return, which I'm thinking, flipping heck, what's gonna happen now? How long am I going to be without the laptop and the money? On the email, they say it's 18 business days, which is, almost a month, which is less than 45 days, but still. On 28th of May, I drop off the package at the FedEx, and just left it with them. So now on 3rd of May, which is 6 days later, I received an email about the refund. Said that, okay, we've processed your thing and your refund is now, you know, gone through, whatever. But because I was paying with some of the PayPal balance and the bank balance, then the PayPal balance has been refunded. I can see the PayPal balance, that some of it has been refunded, but the main chunk of £1,000 has not been refunded yet, which I have no idea how long this is going to take. We'll have to see. So it's not a very happy story in here, and I don't really like making these types of videos, but I think that people who use these products need to know, like my experience, if this happens to them, what they can do, or this can be happen to them. But the biggest thing is I'd like to know how Razer responds to this and what they're gonna do about it, because now I've been over 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks without a laptop, without the money of a laptop, so I can't even purchase the replacement laptop. I never got the replacement laptop that they promised. Obviously I proceeded with a refund, but they never even mentioned that after I contacted them, which now I'm thinking I still haven't got the money. I don't know how long this is gonna take. You know, find the first comment if I'm gonna get the refund. I'm gonna tell you how long this all takes, but I thought I'm gonna make the video first before, because who knows how long this is gonna take. So now I'm without the laptop, without the money, and that's it. Now, I was really excited about the Razer products because I like the design, I like the performance, I think there's a lot of potential, and maybe I got the, like, some kind of an off cut or something off the factory and it was, I don't know, broken. But now I'm like thinking I'll probably not be going back to Razer, even though I'd like to review that their products, because I still think they're super flipping cool. But now I'm probably more steering towards a Dell XPS 15. Who knows? If you have any other suggestions, you know, comment below. But this is what happened to me with my Razer product. So please hit me up in the comment section below and let me know if you've had any similar experience, or if something like this has happened to you before, because I've seen that on the internet there are some iffy things happening with the Razer support team and Razer support. Not exactly sure what's happening there. So I'd like to know your experience if you had similar experience. This was my Razer story experience, and thanks guys for watching. Until next time, stay awesome, and I'll catch you next time with hopefully a new laptop to review. Bye.